The SNP will use a winter of misinformation to persuade people to back independence in the event of a second referendum, a politician has said. Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has repeatedly voiced her intention to rejoin the EU should a second poll, dubbed indy of 2, result in the country leaving the UK. Now Angus Robertson, the SNP's External Affairs and Culture Secretary, has been accused of using the UK's supply chain crisis as proof Scotland would thrive outside of the Union. Sharing an article he wrote on why Brexit is not meeting Scotland's needs, he called on the country to become a member state of the bloc once again. He tweeted, "Any lingering doubts about the damage caused by Brexit have evaporated in recent days. Brexit's winter of discontent has a solution, an independent Scotland back in the European Union." His comments were instantly slammed by commentator and Lib Dem John Ferry, who pointed to Scotland's likely dubious financial situation should it leave the UK. Mr. Ferry responded, "Looks like we're in for a winter of misinformation from the SNP. A secessionist Scotland under SNP plans would not meet the EU's entry criteria. The constant pushing of this fantasy is disrespectful to the people of Scotland." In April, the Financial Times estimated that Scotland's deficit would be almost 10% of GDP, well above international norm. This would mean sizable tax increases or spending cuts would be needed to bring public borrowing down to manageable levels. And unlike during the 2014 referendum, the SNP cannot rely on North Sea oil revenues which have fallen considerably. Neil Shearing, economist at Capital Economics Consultancy, said an independent Scotland would need a large fiscal adjustment and its government would have to communicate its intentions in a clear and credible way to markets. Mr. Robertson made no mention of this in his piece for the Edinburgh Evening News. He said, "This will be the winter of Brexit discontent. Panic fuel shopping, empty shop shelves, unharvested crops, a collapse in exports and chronic labor shortages are all in part down to the disastrous decision to leave the biggest single market in the world and end freedom of movement which boosted and supported our economy." It's bad enough having to listen to Tory politicians deny the impact of Brexit, but Labour has said it won't reverse the damage. He added, "The current immigration system is not meeting the needs of Scotland or sectors right across the UK. As a start, we need a 24-month temporary workers visa and then Scotland back in the European Union as a member state."